And welcome to whoever is watching this video. Thank you for joining me. It's taken a while, but I'm back. I've had to fix the weather here, go to a manual preset because flying here for the last 3 months has been absolutely atrocious weather at the times that I have available to fly. So that's it. We're going to fly now from 1S2, and that is Darrington Municipality. We're going to go past Concrete Municipality, and then we're going to land at Skagit for this episode. There is in total, including this one, 7 flights left. And obviously, as always, I'm going to try and do it as soon as possible and just get it over with now, because this is silly to take 3 years to do a little tour like this. And obviously we've had setbacks with P3D and all kinds of things. The issue with the GTN 750 is still not resolved. We are now actually in P3D 5.3 that I only installed yesterday. Brand new. It's not crashing like 5.2 did, so hopefully that will last and we can actually start using it as a backup simulator just for the fun of it, at our leisure then. So this is obviously the Orbx scenery again. We are still flying Orbx to Orbx. That's the little A2A 182 that we're going to fly. So in this version of P3D, they say they enhanced the atmospherics again, and there's a whole list of things, obviously, but we'll have a look, see what it does for us. As long as it doesn't crash, then at least the sim works for me, so that's all that counts for me at this point in time. So I've already done the walk around, some of the pre-flight stuff and all. Fuel is done, load is done, we've got a whole bunch of passengers. I still haven't figured out how to map these switches properly. I don't understand this honeycomb controller, and I haven't had the time to really go and investigate and figure it out. So I'm just literally going to do it my way and get it over with. So we have the beacon on, we can put the nav lights on, master is on, as we've got all of these things. Let's quickly just prime the aircraft a bit, fuel. Alright, so let's do this. Need to get all the hands on deck now. Oh, and being a new installation, if you see the screen jump like that, I still need to figure out something is interfering with my views. I thought I took out all the view conflicts, but there seems to be still one every now and then. It just glitches a little bit. So just bear with me. That will be sorted one day too. Right, so now 2 hands on deck. There we go. That was easier than usual. Alright. Right, so just for information purposes, today is the 3rd of December 2021. If Uncle John can make it to South Africa with all the corona nonsense, I will be getting my honeycomb throttle quadrant as well. This little side deck is reaching about 3 years again, and as we've discussed many times, they last about 2-3 years, then you throw them away. And you can see this one's quite jittery there on the throttle. It's nearing end of life. So we'll let the engine and everything just warm up a little bit. Not too much power. Alright, so we don't want all of these things yet, but we do want the avionics. Okay, we're going to do this flight VFR. I know the area quite well. I've been flying here for many years in all the simulators, so I shouldn't get too lost. And I'm not even going to put a flight plan into this default little thingy. Temperature 14 degrees. Okay, not too shabby. And now I have to unlearn my brain quickly. Oh my goodness. to unlearn my brain all the explain commands, because now I'm still pressing all the explain buttons and then things like that happen. Okay. Alright, so trim wheels working, electrical trims working, flaps working. All of those things work really nice. There's taxi light for now. So how are we doing with the P's and T's? Right, I just realized something. My headset is set up as the preliminary sound instead of the speakers. So I'm not sure what you guys heard in the background from the speakers. There had to be something, because I saw the equalizer moving, but I just realized that you can't hear the engines, but it's in my ears. So let's quickly put our headset on in the aircraft anyway. Right. Right, we hardly have any wind here, so we're not too worried. Let's see. I'm just going to turn around, and we're going to take off in the direction we're facing now, because that's the way we want to fly. Anyway, as far as I know. And got some connection. Connect. Oh, I'm just quickly looking at little nav map. Right, and view aircraft. Yeah. Right, I'll show it to you now. Then you've got a reasonable idea of what's spotting. All right. Okay. We're just gonna fly out the way I said, just to get some altitude, and then we're gonna probably cross over the mountains there, maybe turn a little bit to the right for the valley, and go land on the other side quickly at concrete municipality, small airport such as this. Then we'll hop over to Skagit Regional. We don't need that. Wow, the brake free is a bit much there. Yeah, at least do the run up on this runway, because it's such a freaking tight spot here anyway. Come on. Come. Stop. That sounds about right. Right, so we've got flaps, lights, doors, we've checked. Everything seems fine. Let's go. Because of the load, I'm trimming down a little forward, just to make sure we don't lift the nose too early and get a surprise. Still a little bit too early, but it's fine. Let's get some altitude here. Alright, there we go. Right, then we can start thinking of turning to the right over there. Nice little hill. You just stay there, I'll stay here. Nice flying a bit of GA again. All the time in the 737-800 makes one a bit rusty for this. I forgot to mention this isn't real time either. I've got it 9:34 AM as you can see on the clock there, just to see what we're doing, because we're on the other side of the world and currently it's pitch dark black over there and the weather is still filthy. That's why I changed the weather to a theme anyway, as mentioned. Oh, thank you. I'm allergic to freezing up like this. That's interesting. A bit of wind over there. And the active sky is off. This is a B3D theme. And then I want to yawn like that. This leg is not very long. Not that the other one is very long either. This one is about 17 nautical miles as the crow flies. So we're going to make it a bit bigger because we need to follow the valley. Otherwise we won't be able to land, and we've got to circle to land and terrain becomes an issue. The next leg is only 27 nautical miles. We need to go into that side now. also something else I can just mention is these funny bright green weirdish almost fluorescent trees that you see every now and then. Those trees are actually default trees. I forgot to switch the tick box off in B3D, so on the next flight they will be gone because I've just unticked it, but you need to restart for the effect. Right, I think the airport should be somewhere there. Okay, I'm gonna look and turn around and come back if we have to. I don't think we're gonna want to dive and land right now. Let's go see. There's the airport. Yeah, okay. My bad. These falls are a bit weird. Kind of not so much in the right place. See, with a new installation, things can go really bad. I think that needs to be fixed. I don't know if I can do it. We can always validate the files later and see. The rest looks pretty darn nice. Right, feet on the rudders. See, it was such a short flight, I did not even switch off the fuel pump. Before I continue, I think I need to adjust this view. Can you believe it? After all the hours, I want to change it now. Yeah, I think I want to save that. Hold on. Just plain. A little bit too much. Yeah. Right, so that's going to help me a little bit. I'm absolutely loving that view. It's better. But if you look at the textures and everything, I think this situation with reinstalling is going to need me to really verify all the files. I had a hell of a time getting Las Vegas to work. I spent the whole morning. It's like, what's the time now? It's just after 1 PM here. So it took me like 5 hours this morning just to get Las Vegas from FS Dream Team working with this new install together with the Orbx stuff. I had to run the Orbx verify files option. Well, I hope that's not somebody coming to fight with me for taxiing here, because I think this is a taxiway. So guys, I'm just going to ride past, just taxi past, because at the end of the day we don't want to spend too much time here. The idea is just to use the airport to show you what it looks like. Let's get to a situation where we can just quickly have a look around. Right, so let's put that flaps up a bit. Alright, so this is now the Orbx Concrete Municipality Airport. I must tell you one thing. I don't know if it's just because it didn't really finish the install or do it properly or such, but from my recollection, this is like not even close to the FSX representation. In FSX, this was much more wow. But like I said, it could be because it's not installed correctly. It's there, but it's not there. Oops. Okay, enough of that. We'll say it's my fault and continue. Let's get in the air. Go for Skagit now. Yeah, I can't change the audio now, so I'm just going to keep it as is. Once we land at Skagit, and after I close down B3D in this video, you know, we can do what we need to do. Let's go through all these little dandelions. Alright, so let's do this. Let's keep going. Alright, so what we need to do is fly almost straight, just missing the mountain little ridges and stuff. And then we're going to get to Skagit. is 80, and there you can see once you reach 80 you can do a proper controlled takeoff. That nonsense with rolling on the takeoff just because the speed isn't up to scratch. We need to have at least 80 with our current load, and we need to trim very much downwards, and then we get it right. Okay, trim up for the flap change. Thought I did it enough, but clearly not. Right. So like I said, we have 27 nautical miles to cover now, and just beyond what we can see there, that's where Skagit is at. We don't have to go up high. I'm gonna go, let's say we go up to 2,500, won't go more than that. We almost there. So while we're waiting for your information, the next hop will be to Friday Harbour, default airport in FSX, if you guys can remember that. Then we're going to go to Orbx Island, and then we're going to go to an airport I'm not actually familiar with, to be quite honest. Apart from maybe spawning there and having a look what it looks like. I can't even remember the name. I don't know. I mean, just don't know. I think it was called West Wind. I think that's the one. Yeah, we'll see when we get there. If need be, I might have to change my flight plan, come back to Orbx Island, because the next leg, believe it or not, is all the way up here to Ballakula. Is that Ballakula? I'm not sure. It's very possible. No, it's not. But it's way up somewhere here. I don't know this area that well. Just know it's a long flight to get there, so that's going to be somewhere in all of this. We'll check it out when we get there. At this point in time, Skagit, then we're going to go over to Friday Harbour. There's Orbx Island, and I think it's this one. I think it's West Wind, yeah. And I didn't show you the actual map. How crazy is that? Let's quickly have a look. See if I can show you that. And you won't be out of the loop. Apologies, gents, ladies. My mistake. Right, so that's where we at. That's where we're going to land Skagit. Then we're going to cross over. That's Friday Harbour, Orbx Island. I think that's the one we're going to. So from that one over there, now it jumps. That one over there. We need to go up here somewhere and go and find Ballakula. I don't know, somewhere up here. I know. We'll look at it when we have to. So we're almost here. And so after landing, we'll have a quick look around. I'll bid you farewell until the next time. I need to start slowing down a little bit. And before I do the next flight, I better set the audio correctly now. Kind of weird having the engines in my ear, not used to it at all anymore. So by estimation, somewhere there, the airport should be somewhere there. Right, the weather should be calm because it's a preset. It's just have a quick look here. I think we'll land runway. Why don't we land runway 10? Let's do that. We do a left downwind, land 10, and then just taxi to the apron. I think that is a marvelous idea. Anyways, guys, I'm back on the mic. That is our runway. We're just gonna complete this circuit to land. Like I said before, it looks like it's there, but it's not there. Kind of everything. I'll have to rerun the installers, it seems, just to make sure everything gets put back in place the way it should be. I did sync the Orbx stuff to the simulator, but I don't know. It looks very washed out, bland. I'm not sure. We'll check. So, when I showed you the map earlier, I forgot to tell you, Ana Cortez is over there. That's also one of the stops you're going to make right there on that island over there is Ana Cortez. Now, that thing is famous for crosswind landings, harsh winds. It's not for the faint-hearted to land there. Don't know if it will be in a weather theme simulated or if it's part of the actual scenery that they've built it in, you know, some weather component. We'll have a look when we get there. Okay, I think we should still actually descend a little bit. Ah, there's a mast. Okay, we overshot that center line a little bit, but it's okay. Help us to slow down if we S-turn a bit. There's a mast. Check that. There we go. Go on the Bobby. That was a better landing with a small balloon there, but it was a better landing. No bouncy. I have to learn how to land this thing properly again. Okay, let's get off the runway. I've lifted my flaps already and then we can do the rest just now. Go check the range of these controllers, because it just feels like I've got to go so much far forward to get some resemblance of power. We'll do it after the stream, not necessary to worry about it now. Strobes off. Well, it's 1 degree warmer here. Now I'm gonna drive like a beluga. When we come back, we'll choose a proper parking area. But until then, let's quickly park, set the brakes, have a walk around. I'm so used to stepping on the toe brakes for the 738, but we make you do that, and now I didn't set my brakes until I set it proper. Right, airport terminal. Let's do this. There we go, Port of Skagit County. Nice, nice. Guys, I'll check you guys later. Stay well.